Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in action, and we got a hell of a show planned for you today. Today, some of you might know him as the UFC welterweight champion, and the legendary Joe Diesel Riggs joins us also. So let's get that posture up, grab yourself a refreshment, and let's get serious. How about that? This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. It's so simple. You go to the App Store, pick more or less from your favorite players in the NBA, NHL, UFC for the chance to win 100 times your money. Available in states like Texas, California, and 30 more, plus Canada. For new users, when you sign up, use code TIMBO. Place a $5 lineup, and you'll give you $50 instantly, no strings attached. That's code TIMBO. It does make watching sports a lot more fun. All right, Belal, thanks for joining us, brother. How you been?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Are you in Vegas now?
No, I'm in Chicago. I go to Vegas tomorrow.
Okay, sweet. Maybe we'll see you there. That's a nice jacket you got.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's wintertime now in Chicago. I can't wait to get out of the cold.
Fucking chilly. So before you made it in the UFC, did you have a job while you were training to get to the UFC?
Yeah. I mean, my family owned a cell phone store, so we had a cell phone store like in the east side of Chicago. But we sold everything out of there. We had literally laundry detergent, clothes, shoes, anything you could make money off of, we sold.
So you could just pick up hours whenever you needed.
Yeah. So like that was the thing. I had my schedule wrapped around training. So like I would work the morning shift, and then my brother would come in, or because I have a lot of family, so I would work in 2 different places. My cousin's shop was the same way. I'd work at his shop in the morning or on the weekends, and then go train, and then come back from training and go back to work. But yeah, it was a process, but it was easy because my family like helped me out a lot.
When you made it to the UFC and started making some serious bread, say when you made your first like $60K, did you treat yourself to anything good? Did you buy yourself a chain, or what'd you get yourself?
No, like my first fight in the UFC, I won the bonus, and it was obviously the most money I ever made in a fight. And it was funny because somebody literally messaged me on like Facebook, just like a random message, and it was like, hey, you should put that whole 50K in Bitcoin. And I was like, bro, shut up. Who are you to tell me what to do with our money? And now I regret it. I'm like, I'm so dumb.
Probably at that time, Bitcoin was at what, at $4,000 or $5,000?
Bro, super cheap. Yeah. And I was like, man, it's crazy.
So what did you do? Did you head back home and buy yourself some spinners for your car, or what'd you do?
Nah, honestly, I'm not the type to do anything. Like for me, it's more so I was just trying to invest it, trying to open up another business, and just trying to like make that money, make more money.
Security.
I'm not flashy type. I still got the same Jeep that I've had for the last like 8 years.
Hell yeah.
And I keep telling everybody, yeah, I'm gonna buy an electric car soon, but I never pulled the trigger.
You won't regret it if you do. I mean, it's nice. Not having to go to the gas station is nice, dude.
So
Yeah, bro. But I'm like the cheapest dude you ever meet.
So you've fought during Ramadan before. How was that training camp? Was it quite a bit different?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. But like for me, I think I was at the point in my career, like obviously there's a point when you're in the UFC and like you can't say no, right? You can't pick and choose, because whenever you get a fight, that's your time to go. Every fighter, I'm a guy that's always in the gym. I'm always training. I'm always working. So whenever they call me for a fight, I'm just like hyped up. So I'm like, yes. So when it comes down to like training during Ramadan, it's like, all right, well, I'll make the adjustment. And for me, I think it helps me a lot more because I think it just makes me that much stronger. So like I have to treat it like it's a weight cut. So every morning when I wake up for my morning prayer before like the sun rises, I'm drinking like back then I was drinking Pedialytes, eating like the right carbs, eating enough to fuel me for the rest of the day. And then during the rest of the day, I'm training twice a day and I can't eat or drink. But it's just managing my output, managing the way my body feels. If I get dizzy or something like that, I need to just like slow down. But I got a lot of teammates and coaches that are like watching me, right? They're paying attention. They're like, all right, well, we won't spar hard today, or we won't do this hard today. And then when it goes on the weekends, we'll have like a night session where we train at night and spar at night. So they make the adjustments. My body makes the adjustments. After like the 3rd day, your body just gets like used to not training with water.
Damn, that's another level of beastliness. So, I mean, if there's anyone right now that you could just beat the fuck out of, who would it be?
It would be Sean Strickland. I have a passionate hatred for his guts, and if the UFC ever offered me that fight, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
I feel like it's definitely possible down the line, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if he gets the title shot against Duplessis and he somehow teeth kicks his way to a victory, I got a couple wins at 170, and then I got a chance to fight it for a double champ.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So during fight camp, say you're 8 weeks out from your fight, how many times a week do you spar?
I'm sparring twice a week. So like we'll have like one day of like real hard sparring, and then one day of like more like technical sparring, where it's just like more of the flow. I don't really, like when I was younger, I would spar hard a lot, and I would spar hard all the time. I would used to have days where we would go like, all right, let's just box for 10-minute rounds, and then you're going home, you're like, bro, that was so stupid. Now that I think back at it, but now that I have a good training partners, good group of guys, we do a lot of technical sparring, a lot of technical touching, and just getting the timing and then the distance, because I think that's more important than anything. And then when it comes to grappling, we're going super hard grappling. But like for taking hard punches in practice, we don't really like to take that.
So mainly your training camps are usually in Chicago, and then sometimes for the last fight, you obviously headed out and trained with Khabib and the boys.
I mean, my training camps are all in Chicago, and then when I fought in Dubai, I had the full camp out there with them. And then whenever they're in town, I'm gonna go down there and train with them. And a couple of my training partners will come down with me, and we'll get a lot of work in with those guys. Like anytime I get a chance to go train with those guys, I'm gonna take it, because I learned so much. Whether it's a week, 2 weeks, that time is priceless.
What do you think, like, say the 3 most important things like Khabib taught you, or lessons you learned from Khabib?
One of the biggest, I would say, is just there's no tricks to it. It's just hard work. Like I think they push themselves harder than 90% of these gyms out here, because I trained at multiple gyms and I've seen how multiple guys train, and they push you past that limit. And I feel like also win every round. There's, how there's some practices where you're like, oh, let's just flow roll, or let's just play spar, or they go every round to win, and they don't want to lose every round. And even when it's a real sparring match, like spar that, like don't take it easy. Spar that match to win the match. I had a couple of guys where one of my boys I train with, his name is Liddell. He's a really great kickboxer, and he was sparring one of Khabib's guys. And Khabib's in one corner, and then we're in the other cornering my guy, and he's cornering his guy, trying to make it seem like a real fight. And whenever he took my guy down, he was dominating him on the ground. So then I think he got like bored taking him down, so he wanted to stand on the feet with him. But my guy's a good striker, so my guy started out striking him, and Khabib like stopped it, and he's like, "What are you doing? Why would you strike with him? When you take him down, he's like a baby. Now when you're on the feet, he has a chance to win." So like it just puts it into perspective, right? Like you're not gonna do that in a real fight. So why are you doing that in sparring? Taking unnecessary hits, unnecessary damage, like win every round.
Just like, competition training, competition sparring, you're just trying to win every round. So when you say they train like harder than anyone, is it mostly when they're grappling, or is there a lot of people that are getting knocked out there when they're sparring that hard all the time?
No, they're not sparring. They're not knocking each other out. I mean, like every day we're hitting everything, right? It's a full MMA day. So you're hitting like,
that makes sense.
They're sparring. Some guys have their hard rounds, and then some guys are outside doing technical rounds. And then you're wrestling hard. When it's wrestling time, you're wrestling hard. And when you're grappling, it's grappling hard. Like I'm off my back and I'm trying to play guard, and they're like, "No, you get up. Like we're not playing guard. We're standing up. Like don't play jujitsu. Like if you're on your back, you're losing." So like that's what I mean when I say that. And you're getting like your 5 rounds of grappling, 5 rounds of wrestling, and then whatever your rounds of sparring are, you're getting your rounds of sparring in. And then afterward, we're hitting, all right, now we're going to hit a plank for 5 minutes straight, or we're going to hit a plank and push-ups, or a plank and sit-ups. Like when you think it's over, then he has like a body weight workout, and you're like, bro, I'm like, my body's breaking right now. But your body adjusts, your body learns from it, and your body toughens up.
Yeah, that's one thing I got from watching his YouTube videos that I like that he does. He doesn't always just separate the grappling and the striking days. He'll have guys grapple, then he'll have guys put on their gloves and hit the bag, and then back on the Airdyne and just do the full body thing all the time. That's one thing I've I've took for him that's really good. So when these guys, do they train early in the morning and then later in the afternoon, and do they give themselves a lot of time to recovery? Because if they train that hard, their recovery's got to be next level too, is it?
Yeah, they're very smart with it, right? After every session, like at the end of the practices, he does a good job of like breaking down the practice and like telling guys what they did wrong, what they didn't do wrong. And while we're sitting around, he's making sure you guys stretch, you're getting your movement in, whatever your adjustments are. And their night session is lighter. So the morning session is always the hard session. The night session is either like technical pad work, or you're hitting your jog, or you're hitting the bike, or you're hitting like your weights. But you're not having two super hard sessions. It's a hard session, and then the night session is more technical, geared toward whatever your fight is.
Okay, boys, this video is brought to you by VIIA Hemp. VIIA gives you the freedom to blaze your own trail. Their organic hemp is grown without pesticides and harsh chemicals. It's just a real quality product. I really like their flower. It's smooth, helps you relax, and just have a good time. To get fired up, I like the 10 milligram Elevate gummy. And to wind down, I really like the Cloud 9 2 milligram gummy to get my mind settled. Check out the link in the description. Use code TIM for 15% off. If you like the edibles, you won't regret it. Yeah, damn. That's pretty badass. So how about you for your routines? Are you a big caffeine guy, or do you like the marijuana? Or what kind of drugs are you dealing with these days?
My only drug is coffee. Yeah, I don't smoke or anything, but like, yeah, I love coffee. So I'm waking up. I gotta have at least. I literally have probably like 2 cups before I even start.
Do you train with Lewis Taylor?
Yes.
Yeah, I train with Lewis Taylor. That's my coach. He's been my coach since high
Is he
school.
really? Oh, okay. I think I saw something about that a while ago. Yeah, Lewis is a good guy.
Real OG too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a PFL middleweight champion. A lot of people don't realize like how good he was, but like he
fought him in
didn't start
Strikeforce.
getting attention
He's
until he was 42.
Yeah, that's
42?
badass. Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So you just have? Do you have just a normal coffee maker, or do you have any special ways you make your coffee?
I mean, I got an espresso machine. I got a regular coffee maker, but for the most part, I love making the espressos.
And right now, are you just living on your own in your own little place, or you got any girls you're dealing with?
Yeah. I got a house, and my family lives like probably 15 minutes away from me. So my mom and dad, their house is very close. I'm a very like family oriented person, so like for the most part, I see my family every single day. And that's one of the reasons why, like, because I lived in Milwaukee when I was training at Rufus Sport. I trained there for 2 years, but I would go there, train for 3 days, and then come back home and train with my my guys over here, and just so I'd be closer to family. So then when COVID hit, I moved back home just to be closer to my family, and it started clicking over here. Now I have a gym over here where it's probably a 40-minute drive every day, but it's like it's another small family. We're a small gym, but we got a bunch of guys that like care for each other and help each other instead of trying to like one of those big gyms where nobody really cares about anybody.
Yeah, for sure. So throughout your week, what do you think you're doing most? Grappling, striking, or strength conditioning usually? Or does it change?
It just depends on if I'm fighting. If I'm fighting, I do a lot of stuff geared toward my fight. So my morning sessions are technical stuff, and then my night sessions are just straight game planning stuff. Like whoever we're fighting is geared toward that person. If we have to wrestle them, it's going to be more wrestling. If we have to pressure them, it's going to be more pressure forward, boxing stuff. But we do a lot of like strategy stuff. It's not we don't have a lot of like empty practices. I think a lot of gyms, a lot of people, they do stuff just to say they did stuff and say they sweated. But for us, it's more so like I try to leave every practice with either coming out, learning something, or trying something new and trying to add it into my game plan. Yeah.
I mean, another benefit of having a small gym where you have your coaches kind of really can take to you and focus on what you need to do. Definitely. So, okay, if someone gave you $10,000 to bet on Shavkat versus Ian Garry, who you betting on?
Man, I keep leaning toward Ian. When I'm watching the tape and I'm looking at it, I feel like he's the more technical striker. He's the better striker. He's faster. I think Shavkat just has that toughness in him, and I think he definitely has better ground games than Ian. But I think Ian's very smart with the way he moves, and he's not he's not affected by like the crowd or anything like that. Like he'll stick and move his way to victory and not care if he's getting booed or not. And the fact that they train together and they know how each other moves and each other works. Shavkat gets hit a lot. If I'm gonna put my money on it, I'm gonna put it on Ian.
That makes sense. So, do we have any date on when your return will be?
Well, yesterday was my first day training, so like I just started training back. I had 6 weeks of not doing absolutely nothing, and now it feels like I got hit by a truck. I like it was like hit pads yesterday, and now my body feels it. But yeah, for me, I think it just depends on how these guys fight. If it's gonna be a war or not, how quick one of them is gonna turn around. But I'm gonna be in the gym, getting back to shape. I think probably after like 4 or 5 weeks, my body will probably get back to normal. And then I can start figuring out when the camp's going to be.
And did you do a good job at not ballooning up and putting a set of tits on, or are you under 200 or over 200?
Oh, bro, that was the hard part, right? Because I was like, I'm going to stay eating clean. But then you're sitting there, and I'm a guy, even after a fight, like I'm in the gym nonstop. I don't really take vacations. So for my body just to sit there and do absolutely nothing for 6 weeks, I was trying to like become a gamer, and you're just not doing nothing, man. It's just boring. So for the most part, I kept eating clean, but the antibiotics they make you like bloated. They make you put on a little bit of weight. So like I'm definitely the heaviest I've ever been, but I'm not flabby. I'm not DC heavy or anything like that.
Yeah, like maybe do you have one of those guts that still has a 6-pack?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Damn, that's nice. 205, you think?
Yeah, probably 205.
Okay, so you got Ian Garry for that fight. How about who you thinking for Bryce, Mitchel, Kron, Gracie?
I mean, I'm going with Bryce, especially Kron after his last fight. He looked terrible. And I think that Bryce, whenever it's just a grappling match, he just seems like he just has that hillbilly strength. Mm-hmm. And he just like outmuscles a lot of these guys. Obviously he got caught that last one by a big knockout, but I think he took the right time off. Mm-hmm. And I think he's gonna end up being him, outmuscling Kron and taking him down and holding him or finishing him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Bryce beat up Kron Gracie either. And then we got Mosarv versus Aljamain Sterling. Who you got in that bout?
That's another interesting one. For me, I'm picking Mosarv. I think he got a little bit cleaner striking. We've seen Aljo get taken down before against, like Peter Yan took him down a couple times and controlled him a little bit. So I think for Mosarv, if it ends up being a grapple match, he'll be the stronger grappler. And if it ends up being striking, I think he's a little bit cleaner of a striker. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, Aljo's just on that edge, right? Where he's talking about retirement. And when you start talking about retirement, it's talking about your days are numbered. It's like, how hard are you really pushing it in the gym? Mm-hmm. And but I do think that he's motivated, right? You can tell he's angry that they put him on the prelims, and he's going to try to prove himself and push it to a point. And I think that could either hurt him or help him, because if he tries to walk through Mosarv and thinks that Mosarv can't strike, we've seen Mosarv rock a couple guys.
Yeah, I'm interested in that bout too. So, well, dude, thanks for making the time to come on, and maybe we'll see you in Vegas. Thanks a lot, Belal.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a good one.
Brother. See you later. So Belal's win streak here, he is Diego Lima, fucking good as fuck. Or yeah, a stud. Damian Maia, Stephen Thompson, Vicente Luque, Sean Brady, Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards. I mean, you can't deny him. That's the creme de la creme.
You were talking about it before you even won his title. You were because I didn't know much about him. I hadn't really followed him, you know. And
he gets a lot of hate. People hate him a lot, but I don't know. I just think because he doesn't go out there and just bang. He's just very technical. He's very sharp with his feet. If he needs to wrestle, he'll wrestle. Yeah, I mean, if you watch his skills, you cannot deny that he is fucking skilled as fuck.
Tough. Why doesn't he like Strickland?
Strickland's always making fun of him, saying shit, saying like there's a reason TSA is so fucking strict. Just like saying mean shit.
Really? Because he's Palestinian, right?
Digs him. Yes, and then they saw each other at the UFC PI, and it looked like Strickland was kind of jawing at him, and Belal was sitting there, and hopefully we see that fight.
Who'd you get for that fight?
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Sean Strickland's a lot taller.
He's got good takedown defense too.
Belal's footwork's so good, and Belal's going to have him on the speed advantage. That's a good fight.
Really? Do you think it's going to happen?
I don't know, because I think Sean Strickland, is that confirmed that Dricus is fighting Sean Strickland? It's not 100% confirmed.
You think he won that first fight?
I mean, it's hard to say. We rewatched Merab and Sugar again, and I just can't wait to get that fight back. That fight, when people rewatch it, and I know not many people rewatch it. I mean, it's a closer fight than you think. There's some positions in there that Merab was able to control. That Sean fully healthy, fully training for real.
What's the biggest difference you would do differently in this next fight?
I don't really want to say that just because I know they'll think they'll be fucking listening, but.
Sean feel a lot better with no injuries, obviously.
Well, we're still not back to 100% training yet, but we're back to training a bit, and he's just fucking chomping at the bit to get it. I'm surprised he didn't use like a crutch or something to walk with a little more. He said it wasn't hurting at all, which that shit takes a long time to get over. I mean, cortisone shots.
That he got that after his surgery?
Oh no, you're saying after the surgery?
Yeah.
No, he was real sore getting back to it, but. Now that we got taken care of, he's got some things. He's got some recovery tools going on. It's going to take him to the next level, and I'm looking forward to it. That
Lewis Taylor guy that I was talking about, I fought him in my last Strikeforce fight. Fucking right before that, I ended up beating the shit out of Lisa's brother right backstage.
And why was he?
Because he's got a drug dependency, and he was back there falling around. He was fucked up on some sort of drugs. He was like falling asleep, sitting up, and I kicked him out of his chair in the fucking. And
you guys are in the locker room?
Yeah, but I almost got in trouble with the commission.
And he wanted to be like, hey, maybe I can go with Joe backstage.
Well, he was my best friend growing up, and that's how me and Lisa started to date. He was my best friend, and I've known Lisa since she was 10. But after high school, he started going down that path of drugs, and he fucking embarrassed the shit out of me. Just passed out the whole time and sitting there and getting my hands wrapped. He's just fucking. Obviously on drugs. I just fucking had it and kicked him out of the chair, and then I look like the bad guy too.
What's he doing these days?
Same thing.
What kind of drugs?
Fucking fentanyl. Yeah.
So fentanyl, I think I saw Rick. Rick's the old homeless dude we used to have on.
Oh,
I
saw
can't
him.
find him. No, I saw him do fentanyl.
Oh,
and I think
God.
I had a secondhand whiff of it.
Did you fucking really?
And it fucked, and I was like, whoa.
Dude, that's scary. Dude,
he was smoking it out of a foil out back, and I was watching him do it. He needed it. I mean.
Was he sick?
Well, his gunshot wound in his leg.
He doesn't need fentanyl.
He's in pain until he smokes that, and he takes a little snoozer.
Well, he's in pain because he's going through withdrawals probably. I mean,
this gun and the bullet in his leg.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's when you go through withdrawals, it makes any pain you have fucking way worse. But he's fucking. I was wondering what his vice was because I was asking him, is it fucking whores? You a degenerate gambler? What struck him on the streets? And it's opiates apparently.
Yeah, opiates.
That's sad. I like that guy.
He never was on heroin. He was never like a schizo type dude. He was just raised in the hood. And
that's worse than heroin, man.
He's been what?
Fentanyl.
It's scary.
It is. So you actually honestly felt something when he was doing that?
Oh yeah, I came on the pod after, and I was feeling heavily buzzed.
You're fucking lucky. You know, I mean, cops will go on a call and they'll breathe it in. They'll fucking touch your skin. A lot of them died from that. You know, that's fucking dangerous. I'd have to rough old fucking Rick up before Red went down.
I mean, God, yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah, fucking really.
Some massage parlors here in our local Peoria got busted into.
I was looking at a prostate massage this past weekend. That would have been me getting drug out of there.
Massage Peoria thieves. Yeah, so they Peoria police saying, no, there was a string of them right here in our area. People
they go after the Johns or the whores.
I think they were going after. No, it wasn't the cops. It was thieves.
I thought they
going in there robbing them of money.
Fuck, good for them.
And there's this one that was over there by my old house that's not even a tug parlor. You go in there, and it's these old gals, and they'll give you a pretty good massage for $40.
Really?
No tug, and they robbed them gals.
Really? No kidding.
Yes.
So they're Asians?
Asian women.
You go into a fucking Asian massage parlor, you think you're getting rubbed out. I'd be a little confused at the end if I'm.
Well, a good way to tell
osteoporosis fucking what's that fucking bent fingers disease called?
Oh, I forgot.
Something, yeah.
A good way to tell is if you go into a massage place and they have the sliding window.
Yes, the fucking little.
That's how you know.
It's that really, honestly.
100%.
That does make sense.
Yes.
Fucking just to keep the fucking riffraff out of there.
Damn. So this Luis Taylor guy, who's Belal's coach, 45 years old. He was 19-4. He ended on a fat streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, six fight streak. Won the $1 million.
He's got a good lead hook. He like flaps into his hook.
Explosive fella.
He took a nail to old Riggsy though.
How do he elbowed you in the head?
No, I knocked him out in this third round, I believe.
Okay. Oh damn, yeah, you knocked him out. Okay, so you
just assumed fucking.
Well, I said no, I didn't assume. I saw this. Lost Joe Riggs.
He thinks just because he's.
So you got on top of him?
No, it was a fucking. I'm a slow starter, so I was. He wrestled the same college Matt Hughes did, and so he wrestled. He took me down like 2 times, and he wasn't doing much. But in the third round, fucking, I'm a counterpuncher by nature. He wasn't coming forward. I finally I caught him with a counter left hand, just broke his orbital, and then just pounded him out.
Like tilted off your head and just dinked.
Yeah, I just cover and just catch and throw it down the pipe, and then fucking. But what the punch on the ground didn't do shit. He was done before that. But it's you always want somebody that you beat to do well. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look better.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
I have never really seen him or spoke to him beside the fucking thing.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he I saw him at when I was at Karate Combat with Benson, and then I think it was this past when I was with Trey Sean. He just shook my hand. Seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he does.
Hope he has some fucking money left.
Oh, dude, I'm sure he does. Yeah, the sickness has been knocking me out. A lot of people.
Sick?
Fucking
sick?
coughing for weeks. Waking up every night having these cough attacks. Fucking guzzling the Mucinex and just heading in the room.
Oh, fucking Mucinex.
Heading in the next room. But then I ended up getting one of those Maine Coons.
What the fuck is that? Man Coons?
Maine Coon.
You fuck with me?
It's no, I swear. It's called a Maine Coon cat.
Oh, that big bastard again?
Yeah.
Is it all the hair?
Cool. No, I mean it's not really shedding at all.
How much?
That's 7 weeks old.
7 weeks old. How big do they get?
It depends. They can get fucking huge.
You like cats more than your dogs?
I've never been a cat guy in my life.
What made you fucking change?
That street cat that came to my door, and I'm like,
a feral cat?
I said, Mariah, we're not keeping this fucking thing. She's like, what are we gonna do with it? And we ended up keeping it.
That's cute.
And they're the coolest animals. I mean, they're so cool. I'm a fucking.
Have you had one fucking spray you down yet?
No, I had my brother though. Our old cat Mittens. We used to have to sleep in bunk beds, and my brother was walking in the middle of the night going to the bathroom, and that thing jumped on his back and fucking slashed onto his back. He grabbed it, and just whipped it against a pipe.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I'm
Finish
crying.
him off. Oh shit, dude. Well, dude, fucking cats are fucking vicious. I was a kid too, but I was going to my refrigerator as a kid, and the cat was on top of the small refrigerator. The cat's on top of the fridge and fucking lifted up his tail and fucking sprayed me in the fucking face with this stink fucking bag. You know what I'm talking about? They spray things and they're pieces of shit.
Holy shit! So I just have your shirt dog up just randomly. So this little streak you had you KO'd Chris Keever, you KO'd John Revgin, you KO'd Dave Vidke, you KO'd Kendall Grove, you KO'd Shane Johnson, you KO'd
when was this?
Joe Dirksen, you KO'd Israel Gonzalez, and then you submitted Thomas Gill. I bet you were feeling yourself after that little
I was
streak.
ranked number 2 in the world, my friend.
Were you walking around just leather jacket?
You want some? Fucking, yeah. I was actually right after that last fight, I was in Eloy as I fought Thomas Gill. Beat the fuck out of his fat brother that night. It was a fucking good night.
After the fight?
Yeah, because the guy had he was like a good high school wrestler, and fucking I high kicked him and then I armbarred him or something. But then his brother had a lot to say. Fucking hit him right in the fucking mustache for that one.
So Thomas Gill, his brother was having a cop and attitude at the after party?
His brother's always drunk at every. No, it was right after the fight. His brother's always fucking drunk. Because I was thinking I was 21 at that time, but I've known him since I was like 16, 17. But fucking him and his fucking fat drunk brother. But I don't feel bad for lighting him up. Fucking took his mustache off when I hit it, the side of the hit it with. Like Dom Fry when fucking he got his mustache knocked off.
I mean, when you're on that kind of KO win streak, it's like you got a different type of fucking
How many
confidence. KOs? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 KOs. I bet you were feeling salty. And then you got on. This was one of the countdowns and build-up fights. UFC 52 when Randy Couture fought Liddell the second time, and Liddell was my fucking dude. And when I was in about junior in high school, I had a Liddell cut.
No, you did not.
It was right after a car wreck. This girl fucking turned turned off this road. The guy hit me. That's what it made my shoulder sag for good.
Like Bugsy's.
And I'm like, fuck. And they're like, don't go to wrestling camp. You can get some good money from insurance claim. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to wrestling camp. Got $600. I'm like, hell yeah. Shoulder just fucked. Got pinned every single match with my Chuck Liddell cut.
Did you really?
They just throw a power half in and I just roll the way back.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I started watching the countdown for Couture Liddell 2. When he fucking Couture's sprinting at him, Liddell turned the corner. Boom. Dinged him with the right hand.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Damn, that was pretty cool. But then you got caught in a triangle by Ivan Salivary. How did he end up pulling guard on you?
No, what happened? So like when someone's on the back, I usually throw their feet to the side and throw some big shot coming in.
Dingers, yep.
Back then, I would not do that. I would just fucking
go into the
jump
guard.
in. So he fucking up kicked me in the beak, and it was a good up kick. I headbutted his cup. That's why I fucking realized.
And then woke up down there.
Yeah, and then like, what the fuck? And then he started. yeah. It's a good time. But the worst part, after that fight, I cried on the mic like a fucking tool.
Well, how'd you got on the mic after a loss?
Yeah, I did.
And you said, Joe, give me that mic?
No, he just interviewed me, and then I'm like, I fucking lost that guy. And then the people in the arena erupted at me. I fucking laughing and booing. And then there was a magazine when I was walking backstage, and then they're like, when fans take it too far, and it's pictured me getting yelled at, and fucking beers being thrown at me. Oh, just another great time.
Okay, so at that time, they weren't doing like 3-fight contracts because you fought then in the UFC, and then the next fight was in the WEC.
Yeah, that's when they bought it. Okay,
so right after that fight.
Yeah.
So why did they put you into the WEC versus Rob Kimmons?
Just because they want me to win the title before, like when they were trying to line their titles up, but fucking the WEC, man, it was good. They wanted me to do a couple fights there. Then I threw a fit and got drug out of there and went to Strikeforce, I believe.
No. You ended up winning that fight in WEC, and then the next fight you fought Chris Liddell at UFC 55.
Yes, yeah, that was good.
And then you TKO'd him.
Yeah, Chris is my boy. He's a good dude. You see how he went out?
No.
He went out like a fucking G. It was the same show that Benson fought, I think, Clay Guida or fucking somebody, but he fought Dan Hardy and finished with him. He beat the fuck out of him and then hung him.
Hung him in a guillotine.
Yeah, and got fight of the night and Smith of the night. You remember that fight?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Chris Liddell. So he's commentating for BKFC now. He's clean 50.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fuck, I was talking to him yesterday. He sounds like Boomhauer. Who's
like just raspy?
No, fucking Boom. You guys know what Boomhauer is? Fucking King of the Hill. He's like always mumbling. Bah, 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 bah. No, fuck you guys.
So we were talking about having Shannon the Cannon Rich on
one
of these days, and he killed a man.
Murdered. No, he didn't. He was
self-defense.
Yeah.
And he's got the most fights in the world right now.
Now that Travis Fulton took a dirt nap, fucking yeah.
Well, that ain't funny, Nick.
He killed himself because he got found with child porn.
And he offed it.
Yeah, fucking good for him.
Jesus.
But
Christ.
yeah. So that's one thing that Shannon said after he got, because it was public knowledge that he was doing that because of what he got caught with. And Shannon goes, is it too soon to say I have the most fights in the world? Yeah, it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Shannon was telling me a couple days ago, the guy, he had backed up like 30 fucking yards, and the guy, like with a knife that's pretty big. I think 10 or 15 feet is when you should be able to use lethal force.
Oh really?
He bucked a fucking shot off him like 2 feet away, hit him in the neck. Fucking, and then the cops got there and he said he got worked over for a good fucking 10 minutes.
Oh God. The cops were wrestling him around? Yeah,
they didn't know all the particulars, but yeah, he took a good beating for a good 10 minutes.
Uh-huh. You know, you've been watching any good shows lately?
Fucking, I have, dude. It's the 90 Day Fiance when they filmed in Phoenix. That fucking, there's this whore that I just watched this guy just twisting this guy up. It's this fucking not Brazilian, Cuban whore. Mm-hmm. She's with this guy that he has a certain sex hat. He's fucking just bald, and she's fucking his friends, and I'm enjoying all of it. It's one you can really just.
I think I know what you're talking about. I know which one, but I've been watching Sister Wives.
Oh yeah, fun. Cody's he's a mean bass.
I love when he just flips his hair around all the time. He lives in Prescott. I want to have him on the show.
Is he real? Dude, oh my God, I would fucking love it. Twist my nipples for that one.
Dude,
that fucking guy.
Have the Sister Wives on too?
No. It went to It didn't go well.
Yeah, he had a fucking bowl of fucking geese. Those are some ugly women.
I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad. And they're sweet ladies. All 4 of them were sweet ladies.
They have good heads on their shoulders, you know? They just look like shit.
No, they're not bad.
But they, he ended up staying with the one that was the thinner one.
Robin.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking...
She's not bad. Okay, so...
He's got a stake in the show.
No, I do. I'm on season 5 right now, and there's 19 seasons. So I want to see where it really...
I'm up to snuff on all of it, bud.
Don't tell me. I want to see where it goes south, because it goes south.
He's a fucking classic narcissist. So that's what throws a wrench into his balding plans.
Well, you kind of see... You can tell he gets fired up, and he's pumped that it's a show, and he's got his 4 women.
I won't tell you what happened. He's like, you look, you haven't gotten better, your fat ass. He just went off on fucking stand. You know the one with the hair lip, little fucking wisp.
He started boozing.
No, just maybe, but he just fucking started ripping into him. You look, I even fucking just pretty much
Bro, that
call
guy,
her fat.
He's a character though. Isn't
He is. I do enjoy it. I do.
17 kids between them all, and he'd stay with each. 4 nights a week, he'd go to one woman's house, then the next woman's house, then the next woman's house, then the next woman's house.
Just a real man's man.
He'd rotate that.
His son committed suicide like last year.
What?
Yeah, his son that wrestled. He's a ginger, actually. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, the one that was emotional when they had to move from Utah?
Yep.
What?
The one they moved in the darker night, that one. Yeah, that's fucking sad.
Brutal.
For
Jesus.
Sure.
So what do we got going in the politics? It looks like Joe Riggs is getting into the crypto a bit, huh?
Fuck no, dude. I can't even fucking pull myself. I can't make myself do that because I just like he was saying. Fucking once you're not into it at the right time, it's just what the fuck's the use?
I mean, they say that they were saying that when Bitcoin was at 20,000, like it's too late to get in. Now it's at 100,000.
This is what I usually do in life. I usually fucking wait till it's too late and then bitch and cry till it's too late, and then I end up making a wrong choice at the end.
Yep, Joe traded me his crypto for Venmo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to deal with it. Well, I told you I have that one account with, I think it's, if it was $2,000 in there, like $3,000 in there, like 2021. What would it be worth now?
2021, I believe it was at 3 years ago. It was probably at 20,000.
No shit. I got to be find a way to get back into that. You know that they give you the certain words you got to put in order.
Yeah, the phrases, you lost them.
Yes.
Yeah. You lose your phrases, you've lost your money.
Really?
Yes.
Let's just, all right. See, I accepted it a long time ago, so I'm good.
Yeah, so we got the UFC 310. We got this new kid, Kai Asakura. He is the Risen champion, and he's pretty fucking springy. He's 5'8", tall, lanky kid. He's fighting Pantoja. It's hard to go against Pantoja. When you see on these countdowns, you never can tell. You never know with a person because you see on these countdowns, he's a real family man. He looks like a nice guy, but he's taking on Kai Asakura, and I think that guy has a good chance. But
what's the odds?
It does take it away a little bit. That kid's used to kicking people in the head. That kid's used to people shooting on him, and he sprawls and he knees them in their dome piece. And that changes the game quite a bit when there's no kicks to the ground.
Fuck yeah, it does. Absolutely.
100%.
Demetrius had a hard time with that, didn't he? On his first fight in Rising? Not Rising, but fucking won.
I don't really remember that. I haven't done Mary J. marijuana in 12 days now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why?
But I don't mind it.
Is there a reason?
I'm clear-headed and I'm depressed. No, it's not.
He's got fucking rub burns on his neck from fucking hanging yourself in the closet. Is there something that spurred this on?
No, when I have this respiratory infection or whatever it is, I just don't want to.
Yeah, you definitely. Well, you've been eating gummies?
Nothing.
Really?
Scotch free. Today is my first 2 milligram little on here. And it feels good.
You just trying to just detox or get this stuff out of the system?
Yeah, just heal up this sickness. I feel like I haven't trained, and I
didn't know you were still fucking sick, man. That's fucking terrible.
Slowly turned into a beta.
I got a might be a bee bite, might be a spider bite on the fucking taint that's starting to take a turn for the worst on me.
Could it be chlamydia of the butt?
Quite possible. No, but it's got a fucking big old head on it.
Ew.
Oh, come on now. But yeah, it's hard. You have to work to get a look at him. I'll send you a pic.
Maybe you can take a pic. We'll put it up on the pod.
Don't fucking God.
Oh fuck. Don't send me a pic.
This big old mohawk on his butt. Serial Gone versus Alexandre Volkov. Another sweet fight. The whole fight. I mean, the main event's pretty cool. Flyweights. But the rest of the card is really a sweet card, and we're going to be heading out there. I think we're going to watch it at Zook Resorts World. Nick, Garrett are going to come out, and we're going to do a sweet little reaction vid. Then we got Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders. Chris didn't make any money when he had to pull out of his fight because Eric Anders got food poisoning before they were heading to the arena. Didn't get paid any of his money, which sucks.
Well, I'm surprised.
I mean, but he doesn't have show and win. He just has a flat fee. And usually when you're in the UFC, maybe you're a champion, a previous champion, you go to negotiations and be like, every fight I'm going to bring it, so you can usually get a flat fee. I
wish everybody would have that.
I feel like in the top 10, I feel like everyone should have that.
I think everybody should have it, period. I don't like the win bonus.
Everyone should have it, period.
Everybody should have a flat rate. When you get to the UFC, everybody should have a flat rate.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Maybe for some guys, I feel like it's kind of good.
Just for I think you definitely, it's something you think about. It's in your mind when you go in there and fight.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's fucked to me for fights for sure.
Dude, I bet. I mean, for the Bellator Fight Master fight, I remember for the finals, it was $5,000 to show up. You get $5,000 regardless, or $95,000 to win. Yeah. So you either walk out of there with 6 figs or a clean 5 Gs.
That Bronzula's poor bastard. Because when I shot myself, when I got my orbital and my nose broke, I had to pull out like for 2 months, whatever it was, and then I got weekly money from Bellator, but he didn't. So he got a loan on his $5,000 advance. He got a so he can get shit for he got a bill for $2,000 at the end of the fight.
Yeah,
fucking.
So you walk out of there with a clean $0.
Yeah,
darn the double.
Really, he was an old bird on the show, wasn't he? How old is he right now? Because I think he was 5 years older than me then. So fucking math. He's 47. Fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm sweating real bad now.
Are you?
Yep. I saw you are too. You got a little pit stains under there.
No, I'm not sweating at all one bit.
I saw it. How am I doing over here? We doing good?
It's good. I'm enjoying.
Looking great.
Looking great.
Mondays, Joe's been taking over teaching my advanced kids, and he called me yesterday talking about just how important it is to have the fundamentals down. People want to teach all these crazy fucking combos.
I fucking hate it.
They want to teach you early on when you don't even know how to throw a proper right hand, you don't know how to throw a proper jab, you don't know how to throw a proper double jab, right hand, left hook, bringing your feet with you. They start teaching them to switch stances early on.
Yeah, I don't like that, and especially the newer people. When people come into the sport for the first time, they right away they start doing things half orthodox, half southpaw. I just don't agree with that. I really don't. And even when I'm teaching the class, some guys that I definitely shouldn't do it. I'll do it when I'll ask them what they want to learn, then I'll do that. But yeah, just basics, just footwork is so important. Keeping your feet underneath you, landing these shots, creeping forward, not bending over your knee. I think that's important, man.
It's hard in MMA too because the distance is so much farther. So when you're really trying to crack someone and lunge into a punch, it's easy for you to fall forward and square your feet up or fall into the opposite stance. But I think it takes a certain type of athlete, learning what kind of athlete you got. Absolutely. Like how good is his eyes, how good is his athleticism, how good is his balance both ways. Because if you took Suge early on and be like, hey, don't switch your stances.
Fuck yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
You can't pigeonhole people into that. They're just the fighter that benefits from that. But yeah, there's not too many sugars around there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what'd you end up doing for breakfast this morning?
Oh, yeah, fucking still, I don't eat until 1 o'clock, yeah. What'd you do for dinner?
What are you going to eat?
I'm on a good oatmeal kick right now. Oatmeal's the cleanest carbohydrate you can eat, right?
So
oatmeal?
Do you do it at home?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Instant
pot?
No, I do. Yeah, I do. I do instant oatmeal.
Oh, just the ones with the put
the
hot water.
Yeah, but it's the ones I get from Trader Joe's, so they're not shitbird ones.
Apple cinnamon?
Yes, I do. Look at you, right on fucking point with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like? Anybody here doesn't like oatmeal?
I like oatmeal. I don't mind it.
Fucking love that.
Overnight oats. Question going back to there's not that many sugars. Is there people like try to switch stances and they want to match Sean's style? Mm-hmm. Is that pretty much an impossible feat to really match his natural ability to do that? Or is that something that can be learned? Or should you even learn it in the first place?
That's a good question.
I mean, like I said, if you see how athletic this guy is, you watch him spar, you watch him maybe fight a few times, and you're like, wow, this guy's fucking athletic. He's got good balance, both sides, naturally. You can learn it, but most people see it, and then they're doing it in their bathroom, in their mirror, or they're doing it standing southpaw, shadow boxing around, and you think, And the thing is, even if you're an orthodox guy and your right foot's back, maybe you can throw some good combo southpaw. But then when it comes to being defensive and being able to move your feet away, and then when you're on the defense, it changes a bit.
That's the biggest thing is when you're not in your normal stance, your footwork is not as good as it usually is.
Yeah.
And then when people will switch close to me, I'd always crack people in mid switch. People wouldn't get that distance properly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing, because Sean understands distance and timing really well, so he's able to switch effortlessly. Most people can't do. I haven't seen anybody do it like Sean yet.
Yeah, we're supposed to go to the MMA awards tomorrow, so I went to Scottsdale, got myself a nice little shirt.
What? You gonna wear a suit? What are you gonna wear?
But then we heard from a bird that I didn't win anything, and Sean didn't win anything, so we're skipping it. So I changed my flight so I can be here for my Thursday night practice and my Friday night practice, because I got 5 people competing at Nogi Worlds, and then we got 4 people fighting next week in Montana. So we'll be up there next week in Montana.
It's cold up there right now.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, this is a horrible fucking winter right now in Arizona. It's fucking 81 degrees today. Is it? Fuck that.
Is that why everyone's getting sick?
Well, it's because it keeps switching to where it gets cold and then going back to hot to warm. I don't know what's going on. You might have fucking AIDS or something. You've been sick for 2 weeks, man.
Dude, no, I mean it's a lingering cough here. But
sometimes it's probably bronchitis. It's just a cough. It's nothing in your gizzard or anything.
I was chat GPTing it. Chat GPT'd it. No, I don't think it's bronchitis. It's going away, and we're getting on the mend.
I was a really bad hypochondriac when I was younger, and fucking I would look up fucking, what was it, WebMD back in the day, and I would fucking every symptom you have leads you to HIV, and I'd be fucking just be worried to death. I would, thank God I'm not that man anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. So what else we got going on,
Joe?
Boys?
They just announced a new BKFC card in January. Eddie Alvarez versus Jeremy Stevenson. Are you going to be on that card too?
No, not. No, I have no. It's going to be how many cards? Can you see how many cards they have in January?
The thing
I don't
is,
know if I even should.
No, the thing is, if you do it, I want to be able to train you for that. But then if I train you for that and then you go knock the guy out, then it won't be your last one.
Dude,
that's the thing.
It's not even. It's what the reason how I know it'll be the last one is because, dude, the fucking training camp is it's such abuse for me. It's fucking, my body's so beaten up. Mm-hmm. It's and I'm a different person I used to be. I don't know if I will go in there and just get fucking piled up. Oh God.
Dude, when you're in good shape and you trust your cardio and stuff, you're gonna be hard to beat. But when you go in there after shadow boxing 2-3 days in a row, you're like, no, I'm ready.
Dude, you can. I don't know about you. I can fucking talk myself into anything. You're a world fucking champion. You haven't trained in a fucking year. It's just it is. I mean, it's because Eddie Alvarez that doesn't leave my head what he said. Is you're a different person you used to be.
Yeah.
You're not the same person, and I'm not, man.
And your mind kind of thinks it is still, right?
Probably, yeah. Because I think if fucking push came to shove, I'll knock anybody out. But no, I can't.
I mean,
it's.
You can.
I have the ability to catch anybody, but fucking, the first thing that left me was my speed, man.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the fucking day I turned fucking 40. It's like.
The 3-2 starts slowing down a bit.
Yeah, just everything. My fucking, just all my injuries, yeah, but just my fast twitch muscles weren't there.
And then we had you going, well, you came in yesterday, you've been doing a little grappling with us, and you came in. I put you with David Clay.
Just broke my
hit
diaphragm.
a couple fucking little twisters to warm up.
Oh, dude.
And then blew his diaphragm out.
Oh, my God. And then there's pretty, like maybe 30 seconds into the fucking round, it just...
And you were trying to grit it out to show your heart.
Show my heart. Come on.
From side control.
Just start coaching when he's fucking...
So from here,
what you want to do, you want to grab my neck like so. Yeah, no, fuck it. It was hard to even get through that bastard.
Crawl out of here holding your chest.
I got some good 4K footage of that. Maybe we can throw up some B-roll.
Oh, please. Please. Oh, God. I love the fucking videos of me bucking like that. It really makes me feel good about myself. You fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, God. David's fucking good, though, man.
So this weekend, for the confidential show, I won't be here on Patreon, but we're gonna have Joe Diesel Riggs, Rob Emerson. Everyone loves when Rob goes on. He goes deep. He goes real deep.
Fuck yeah! I was thinking about dragging a fucking someone like undesirable in to
bring him in.
Yeah,
bring him in.
Just make sure Rob doesn't get on him.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, you could bring them. But that's patreon.com/Red Hawk Academy. There's a podcast that goes up there every week, and it's only, you can get the RSS feed. You can listen to it on Spotify, but only for Patreon people, for the ultimate supporters. And then we're doing our cooking vids. So we got 2 cooking vids going up. We're putting them up every week now, if you guys want to support there. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment your thoughts below. Comment and like on the video. It really helps. And hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. We're almost to 200K. I keep saying it. Let's get there. So hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Love y'all. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.